Hi guys, it's late, really late. I was planning on doing this earlier today, but I'm just now finding the time, so here we go. There was like a really awesome sermon given at our church this past Sunday evening, and I wanted to share with you guys because I have notes, of course. Okay, it was called "The Truth Will Set You Free." And the introduction is John 8:31, and it says, "And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." And yeah, it's a really good sermon, so listen. Okay, it says, "Many people are in bondage to error and false teaching. These incorrect ideas include that there is more than one way to get to heaven." Then it says John 14:6, "Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life, and no man comes to the Father except through him." Number 2, we can be saved through good works. No, not possible. Titus 3:5, it says, I'm paraphrasing all of this, so look it up. "Not by righteousness which we've done, but through his mercy." That's how we're saved. Number 3, God accepts or rejects us based on how well we perform. And Psalms 14:3 says, "There are none good, not one." So if God judged us on how well we perform, I guess we'd all be going to hell, right? Let's see, number 4, God is love, so everyone will go to heaven. Okay, and it says John 3:16 through 18, which you guys know John 3:16. That's the famous verse, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him should not perish but have everlasting life." So you can go on and read the rest, but you need to believe in Jesus to have everlasting life. Number 5, salvation can be lost and regained. No, you cannot lose your salvation, and you cannot regain it. It says under that John 10, verses 27 through 30, that no one can pluck us out of the Lord's hand. It's not possible. Hebrews 10:10, "We're sanctified by the offering of Jesus once for all." That's all of us. Let's see. And those were the incorrect, the errors and false teaching. Those 1 through 5. There's more than one way to get to heaven. We can be saved through good works. God accepts or rejects us based on how well we perform. God is love, so everyone will go to heaven, and salvation can be lost or regained. So yes, all of that is in error. All of that is false teaching. Okay, so next, people find themselves in emotional bondage. Here are a few types of enslaving emotions. Fear, 2 Timothy 1:7, because God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and love and of a sound mind. False guilt, when you're basically feeling like you cannot do enough for God, like it's never enough, no matter what you do, and you're never good enough, and you're not going to make it to heaven, and you're always coming down on yourself. Yeah, because you can never do enough. You cannot make it to heaven on good works, and that's exactly why you feel that way. False guilt. Jealousy, Psalm 37:1 and Proverbs 24:1. You can't be envious and happy at the same time. It's not possible. Anxiety, John 14:27. Basically, Jesus saying that he's leaving us with peace and to not let our hearts be troubled. Guilt, 1 John 1:9. He's faithful and just to forgive our sins and cleanse us of all unrighteousness. That includes guilt. I'm one of those people who has, beaten myself up over stuff that happened years and years ago before I even knew the Lord. And it's something that, takes time to work through and let go of, because the devil's constantly on your back trying to throw stuff up that you did, especially when you knew coming to the Lord and stuff. But yeah, don't let guilt succumb you. It's very damaging. Let's see, bitterness. Ephesians 4:31. It says, put away, all bitterness and wrath and, that stuff. Read it. Ephesians 4:31. Unforgiveness. Colossians 3:13. As Christ forgave you, you should forgive people also. Let's see. What are the effects of religious bondage? I thought this was especially good. This was like the best part for me. Your relationship with Jesus Christ suffers. Very true. I've been there. Religious enslavement hurts your testimony. Yes. It grieves the heart of God. Absolutely. I mean, what do you think God is thinking when, He went through all this trouble to free us from bondage and we put ourselves back under bondage? It must be so frustrating and disappointing for Him. Let's see. Your body may suffer from the negative long-term effects. The Lord cannot use you to your fullest potential. Absolutely. Yes, I've been there. I've been there. Sad but true. Yeah, what is the cure? What's the cure for all this stuff? Remember your personal relationship. Get into the Word, pray, communicate with God. Yeah. Remember your position. Hebrews 4:16. You're no longer an enemy of God. Now you're a child of God. So you are entitled to the inheritance, I guess. Yeah. Like the inheritance, which is everything. Everything that God has to offer. Not here on this earth necessarily, but in heaven. But here on this earth too, because, He takes care of His children. What parent doesn't take care of their children? Anyway, your possession, 2 Peter 1, verses 3-4, and your personhood. As God's child, you are very, very important to Him. He loves you dearly, and He's looking out for you. He's got your best interest at heart. So, yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys because I just thought this was awesome. And this sermon, which took an hour, I just gave it to you guys in 7-8 minutes. So yeah, I'll list all these scriptures under there, and you guys can read along, follow along as you watch the video. Or I probably should have said that in the beginning so you can be following along. But I'll put it in the caption so you guys will see it below. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Tried to keep it short but sweet. But it was a very good message. I really, really appreciated it because, I've personally been under religious bondage before, and it is no fun at all. It's like when you're learning and living in error, if you're under someone else's false teaching, oh my God, it's a nightmare. And when the Lord reveals to you that you are under bondage and you've been listening to false teaching, oh my God, it's like waking up from a bad dream. I kid you not. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope you guys take it to heart and take heed to it. And I love you guys, and you'll be hearing from me soon. All right, take care. Bye.